morning, dear students. I am Ms. Navida Sheikh from Brahan Mumbai Mahanagar Palika MCGM virtual class. I welcome all my dear students to another and interesting session. In today's session, we'll be learning something new and interesting from a science textbook. So let's get started.
Good morning, dear students. I am Mrs. Navida Sheikh from MCGM virtual class. I welcome all my dear students to another and interesting session. In today's class, we'll be learning a very interesting chapter and a very important part from your scholarship book, that is measurement of time. Now, in this part of the chapter, that is we are doing measurement unit, that is there, and in that we will be learning about measurement of time. Here we have a few things like few rules of conversion of time. You need to pay attention to the questions carefully so that you do not make silly mistakes. अगर वहाँ पर conversion है तो अगर convert करना है so you need to pay attention to that as well. Okay, so first I will be explaining you all a few tips and a few unit conversions, and you can write it down in your notebooks so that it will be helpful for you to solve during the examination. Okay, so let's continue. We've all learned that there are two hands of the clock which are very important for us to know. One hand is small, which tells us the hour, and one hand of the clock is long, that tells us the minutes, and one more is there is which tells us the second, and it is usually different in color and it is different in size also. It is quite thinner as compared to the hours and the minutes hand. Now here you can see the difference of the hands of a clock. Hour hand is much shorter, minute hand slightly longer than the hour hand. It shows you exactly how much minute of the clock. And the last one, that is red in color, usually you will find red colored seconds hand. Otherwise, if it is not red in color, nowadays you have same color in some watches, there are no second ka hand is only not there. Okay, so you have to know about the three hands of the clock. Now this is the thing that I would like you all to write it down. First thing, converting units of time. First rule that you have to remember is 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. सबसे smallest unit हमारे time का होता है seconds. After seconds you have minutes, and then after minutes you have hour, and after an hour you have a day. After a day you have week, and then year. ठीक है? So the very important thing that you will be listening to me right now is you have to write down this 4 lines that I mentioned. 60 seconds is equal to 1 minute. Then 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. 24 hours is equal to 1 day. And 7 days is equal to 1 week. Okay. So seconds is equal to 60 seconds is equal to 1 minute. 1 minute में कितने seconds होते हैं? 60 seconds. 1 hour में कितने minutes होते हैं? 60 minutes. 1 day में कितने hours होते हैं? There are 24 hours. 1 week में कितने दिन होते हैं? 7 days. Okay, you have to write down this so it is helpful for you all while solving the sum. Now this is the unit of time conversion chart. You can write down this as well. You can pause the video. If you are not able to finish it, you can pause it. You can take it down in your book and use it for your reference. Okay. So conversion of days into hour. 1 day is equal to 24 hours. Example, 7 days is equal to 7 into 24, which is equal to 168 hours. If there is a question which tells you that there are 7 days, a person required 7 days to do a certain work. Now then you have to convert it into hours. Into how many hours did he take in all to complete that work? So simple it is. You have to know that 7 days में कितने hours होते हैं. ठीक है. You will multiply 1 day का जो है, it is 24 hours. तो 7 into 24, which will be equal to 168 hours. Next, days and hours into hours. ठीक है. If some in certain questions it will be asking you about day भी mention किया रहेगा और hour भी mention किया रहेगा, like 1 day or 7 days 9 hours. एक Suppose if a boy required 7 days and 9 hours to complete a book, okay, finishing reading a book, or for construction, any constructing something, okay, like that it could come. So what you will do is first convert the days into hours. ठीक है, हमेशा देख लेना कि आप लोग क्या चीज़ ईजिली कर सकते हो, आवर्स को डेज में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हो या डेज को आवर्स में. ओके, मोस्टली इट इज़ प्रेफरेबल फॉर यू ऑल टू कन्वर्ट डेज इनटू आवर्स सो दैट इट बिकम्स ईजी फॉर यू टू ऐड देम एंड देन गेट द आंसर. ठीक है, सो फर्स्ट कन्वर्ट डेज इनटू आवर्स बाय मल्टीप्लाइंग नंबर ऑफ डेज विथ 24. कितने भी नंबर ऑफ डेज मेंशन रहेंगे यू मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 24. ठीक है, तो you will get that many hours of those days and then add hours into it. Now one more example that I have will help you understand it better. 7 days 9 hours. 7 days 9 hours is given to you. You have to convert this into hours. So what you will do is first convert 7 days into hours. ठीक है, here I have 7 into 24. Okay, because one day has 24 hours, so 7 days means 7 into 24, which will give me 168 hours plus 9 hours extra which was there. So 168 hours plus 9 hours gives you 177 hours. ठीक है, next hours into minutes. If I have 5 hours for example, you have to convert that into minutes. Abhi 1 hour to you know 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Everybody has learned this. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So if I ask you 5 hours has how many minutes, so you should know कि 1 hour has 60 minutes, so 5 hours will be 5 into 60, which will be equal to 300 minutes. You will multiply 5 into 60, it will give you 300. Okay, and you are converting hours into minutes, so you have to mention the unit also properly. You cannot write down hours over there, you have to write down minutes properly. Next, hours and minutes into minutes. First convert hours into minutes by multiplying number of hours with 60 and then add minutes into it. So फर्स्ट व्हाट डिड वी डू, डेज इंटू आवर्स करे थे, अभी आवर्स इंटू मिनट्स करना है. We that also we did. Now hours and minutes is there, you have to convert that into minutes. It is also very simple. 7 hours 45 minutes. ठीक है, this is the example that I've taken. 7 hours 45 minutes. 7 hours का हम लोगों को पता है how many minutes it will be. आवर्स को अगर मिनट्स में कन्वर्ट करना है तो यू विल मल्टीप्लाई इट बाय 60 नॉट 24. ओके, आवर्स है, ठीक है, नॉट डेज, आवर्स है. सो 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So 7 hours is equal to 7 into 60 plus 45 minutes. So 7 into 60 gives you 420 plus 45, which is equal to 465 minutes. The last one, minutes into seconds. Now you have learnt 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Write down this also. So if I want to convert 25 minutes into seconds, so 25 is equal to 25 minutes is equal to 25 into 60, क्योंकि seconds में convert करना है ना, which is equal to 1500 seconds. ओके, सो इट इज़ वेरी सिंपल, यू जस्ट हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड. और आप लोगों को ये जो बेसिक कन्वर्जन्स है ना कि 1 day इज़ इक्वल टू 24 hours, 1 hour इज़ इक्वल टू 60 minutes, then 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. If you know this, then the conversions are very simple. Okay, so just remember these few simple things. Let's continue. Now we have learned about AM and PM, that is also very important. Okay, the 12-hour clock is a time convention in which the 24 hours of the day are divided into 2 periods. AM from the Latin antemeridiem, meaning before midday, and PM post meridiem, meaning past midday. जब दोपहर के 12 बजता है ना, उसके बाद PM लग जाता है. पास्ट मतलब मिड डे खत्म हो चुका है, पास्ट मिड डे, सो PM. एंड AM मीन्स एंटी मेरेडियम, दैट मीन्स बिफोर मिड डे. तो रात में जब 12 बजते हैं और सुबह के 12 बजने तक 11:59 तक it will be AM. And after 12 o'clock in the afternoon till 12 midnight 11:59 it will be PM. ठीक है, so you have to remember that. The 24-hour clock. The 24-hour clock is used to avoid this division of the day into antemeridiem and postmeridiem. Sometimes it becomes very confusing for some students कि AM है कि PM है, but you have to remember this. And this 24-hour method of our clock that we have in the house, it helps us to do that. This method is used in timetables for train, planes, buses and long distance boat journeys. In this method, instead of starting again from 1 to 3 after 12 noon, we continue with 13, 14, 15 till 24. Now here you have time conversion. 420 seconds is equal to how many minutes? So, when you think, you know that 60 seconds is equal to 1 minute. So, 420 divided by 60 is equal to 7. Now, 60 seconds is equal to 1 minute and 420 seconds is equal to 7 minutes. ठीक है? So, next question, 3 days, 8 hours. You have to convert days into hours first and then add that 3 days ka hours plus this 8 hours. Okay, very simple. 1 day is equal to 24 hours. So, 3 into 24 plus 8 hours. So 3 into 24 is equal to 72 plus 8 is equal to 80. So 1 day is equal to 24 hours whereas 3 days 8 hours is equal to 80 hours. Now let's see this question. Convert 3 hours to minutes. Okay, I have got to convert 3 hours into minutes. Very simple. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Everybody knows this. So, we will simply multiply 3 hours into 60. Right? 3 into 60 which will give me 180 minutes. So, 3 hours is equal to 180 minutes. Now, these are just small sums that will help you to boost your confidence so that you can actually solve the sums that are there in the scholarship book. Convert 4 hours 25 minutes to minutes. So as I told you, first you will convert 4 hours into minutes and then add those minutes plus 25 minutes that are there. Okay, and then you will get the correct answer. You will convert 4 hours to minutes, then add 25 minutes. 1 hour is equal to how many minutes? 60 minutes. So 4 into 60 minutes which is equal to 240 minutes. Plus now 240 minutes plus 25 minutes which gives you 265 minutes. Okay, if you add 240 plus 25 it will give you 265 minutes. I go to school at 8 AM and come back at 12 PM. How much time do I spend in school? Now these are a few questions that you might get in your examination. Okay, very simple question this is. I go to school at 8 AM. 8 AM बता रहा है मतलब ये सुबह में जा रहा है 8 AM को. Okay, and come back at 12 PM means past midday. दोपहर में 12:30 बजे. How much time do I spend in the school? Now let us see the options. First is 3.5 hours, 4 hours 30 minutes, 2 hours 30 minutes and 3 hours 35 minutes. Now if you calculate, okay, you can easily do that also अगर आप लोगों को वो convenient पड़ता है. See, scholarship is not basically you follow certain rules. If you know the basics of it, you can use it. Otherwise, 8 to 12 हम लोग plus करेंगे. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and कितने हो गए ये? 4 hours and 30 minutes. So 4 hours 30 minutes. So let us see which is the correct option. 4 hours 30 minutes. Option number 2. Right? So 4 hours 30 minutes. You can count it like that also. If this goes faster, you can do this. Okay, so if you want to take down this question, you can take it down in your notebooks. Next question is 2 hours 36 minutes 24 seconds. Okay, how many seconds in all? Here you have to convert hours into minutes. Okay, you can add up the minutes and then convert the minutes into seconds. Okay, very simple. Let us see the options. 9360, 1506, 156, 9384, 9380. Okay, so what do we do here is very simple. I will first multiply 2 hours into 60 minutes, right? We have learned, which will be equal to 120 minutes, right? Now this 120 minute plus this 36 minutes, you will add this up, plus 36 which is equal to 156 minutes. Now see, 156 is also there, but what is it asking us? How many seconds? Means this 156 minutes you have to again convert it into seconds. So 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So 156 minutes is equal into, you will do 60, that is seconds. It will make it 6 seconds. So when I have 156 minutes multiplied by 60, okay, so what do I get is 9360. Okay, you can simply multiply 6 6 6 36, ये 0 लिख देंगे हम लोग. 6 6 36, 6 5 is 30 प्लस कैरिड ऑलरेडी 3, तो 33. ठीक है, so 6 1s are 6, 7 8 9. All right, this is seconds. Understood? Let us solve another question here. Observe the clock. After how many minutes will it be 15 minutes past 12? Now here there is a clock which is showing you a particular time, that is 10 past 10. ठीक है, 10:10. So after how many minutes will it be 15 past 12? 15 past 12. ठीक है, अभी 10 बज रहा है. It is telling you 15 past 12. Let us see the option. 115 minutes, 120 minutes, 125 minutes and 65 minutes. So we all know अभी जब 12 o'clock होगा, so how many minutes will it take? 2 hours will it take, right? 2 hours. In 2 hours, how many minutes will it have? 120 minutes, right? The clock shows 10 minutes past 10. That is 10:10 to 12:10 is 2 hours, है ना? That is 120 minutes, दो 2 hours का है, plus 10 minutes. To 12:15 is 5 minutes. So after 120 plus 5, it will be 125 minutes. It will be 15 past 12. It is very simple. 10:10 हो रहा है, so 12:10 होगा, तो it will be 2 hours. It will take 2 hours, right? So 15 past means 5 minutes और add करना है. So it will be 2 hours plus 5 minutes. So 2 hours has how many? I'll just show you that how we did it earlier. I'll just explain it to you. It will be easier for you all to understand. If I have यहाँ से 10 o'clock, just look at the watch. 1 hour and 2 hour. ठीक है, complete हो जाएगा ये 2 hours. Plus कहाँ complete होगा? यहाँ पर ना 12 past 10. अभी इसको 5 मिनट और आना है तो 15 past होगा. So it will be 2 hours plus 5 minutes. ठीक है? So we have to give the answers in minutes. So 2 hours is equal to 2 into 60 minutes. है ना? 2 into 60 is 120 minutes plus 5 minutes. है ना? We are bringing this down here. So 120 plus 5 gives you 125 minutes. So let us see which option is that. Option number 3. This is the third alternative which is correct. So you can circle it out and fill in the circle. Okay, option number 3 is the correct option. Next question. Anu started to solve a practice paper in maths at 10:30 a.m. and completed at 1 p.m. ठीक है, now pay attention to AM and PM. See, I explained you AM and PM. That is why it is there in the question. So you have to understand the few concepts that are involved in time. AM means before 12. Okay, before midday. So 10:30 and it completed at 1 p.m. What time did she take to solve the paper? How much time did she take? So 10:30 to 11:30, 12:30, right? 2 hours and half an hour more. So 2 hours 30 minutes. Let us see how many hours did she take. 1.5 hour, 2 hours, 2 1/4 hour or 2.5 hour. Okay, so we all know how much hour did she take. 10:30 को उसने पेपर स्टार्ट किया था, right? 10:30 before noon means 10:30 in the morning and 1 p.m. after means 1 hour after 12 noon. So 10:30 to 11 is half an hour and 11 to 1 it is 2 hours. So 2 hours plus half an hour which is equal to 2.5 hours. That is 2.5 hours. Understood? Option number 4th is the correct alternative. You can circle and fill in the circle with the correct alternative. All right. So this is how you get the correct answer. Let's continue with the next question. A bus started at 7 in the morning and reached its destination at 3 in the afternoon. The bus halted for 15 minutes after every 2 hours. What is the actual time taken by the bus for covering the distance? Okay, first understand the question. एक बस चल रही थी 7 बजे सुबह से शुरू हुई थी चलना and it reached at 3 in the afternoon. मतलब 3 बजे दोपहर में वो पहुंची. Now the bus halted for 15 minutes after every 2 hours. What is the actual time taken by the bus for covering the distance? So let us see the options first. 7 hours, 7 hours 15 minutes, 8 hours or 8 hours 15 minutes. Now 7 to 12 it is how many hours? 5 hours. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 5 hours in the morning. Then from 12 to 3 how many hours? 3 hours. So 5 plus 3 is 8 hours. So total time of the journey is 8 hours. Now which one is the correct option? You might think that it is 8 hours, but the question has another part. The bus halted for 15 minutes after every 2 hours. मतलब हर 2 घंटे के बाद बस रुकी थी 15 मिनट के लिए. So the bus halted for 15 minutes after every 2 hours. So the bus halted together how many times? 3 times. ठीक है, 8 hours में से हर 2 घंटे बाद रुक रही थी ना, तो मीन्स हाउ मेनी आवर्स? 2 घंटे के बाद रुकी एक, देन आफ्टर 4 hours दूसरी बार रुकी, देन आफ्टर 2 more hours 6 hours के बाद फिर रुकी. मतलब 3 बार रुकी टोटल बस. ठीक है, और 8 hours पे तो कंप्लीट हो गई थी. तो बस हॉल्टेड 3 times. सो 3 into 15 मीन्स 15 hours के लिए रुकती थी. सो 3 into 15 is equal to 45. So 4 hours minus 45. See, it is telling you how much distance cover करने का ही टाइम चाहिए उसे. बीच में जो रुका हुआ है उसका टाइम नहीं चाहिए, तो यू हैव टू रिमूव दैट. यू डोंट हैव टू ऐड इट. You have to remove that, minus it out. So for 8 hours minus 45 minutes is equal to 7 hours 15 minutes. Okay, so when you subtract 8 hours minus 45 minutes, it will give you 7 hours 15 minutes. So which is the correct alternative? Alternative number 2. So we will circle out and mark this down. Understood? 7 hours 15 minutes. A drama which started at 5 minutes past 12 afternoon lasted for 3 hours 10 minutes. At what time did the drama end? Now let us see the options here. Okay, so first, if you are not comfortable with the numbers here, you can simply do one thing. You can draw a clock so that it becomes easier for you all. Okay, तो हम लोग 3 ही नंबर लिखेंगे. 12 past 5 ना. 6 1 2. Alright, so 12:05 को वो शो शुरू हुआ था. 12 के बाद 1:05, फिर 2 and it lasted for 3 hours. Right? So 3 hours ये हो गए. Plus 5 past 3 बोल रहा है ना, तो 5 मतलब 1 के ऊपर, और it lasted for 3 hours 10 minutes. So more 10 minutes. 5 and 10. 3 तक आ गया मतलब हो गया 15 minutes. Right? कितना हो गया? 15 minutes. So it will be, कितने बजे शो खत्म होगा? It will be 3:15 PM. Let us see the correct alternative. Option 3 is the correct alternative, right? So we can circle it out and fill in the circle. Okay, so this is how, if you're not able to, if you're not comfortable with directly counting on your fingers how many hours it is taking, it is saying 5 past 12 means 12 बज के 5 मिनट. So 5 past 1 1 घंटा, 5 past 2 2 hours, 5 past 3 3 hours. ठीक है, so 5 past 3 yes होगा. ठीक है, 5 past 3 it will be 3 hours complete plus 10 minutes more. So जब ये घड़ी का ये जो मिनट का काटा इधर जाएगा फिर इधर जाएगा, तो it will be how many? 15 minutes. So it will be 3:15. 5 hours 35 minutes equal to how many minutes? 535, 300, 335 and 95. Which is the correct alternative? Now we have learned in the previous slides as to, first we will convert hours into minutes. We know 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, right? So we are going to directly multiply 5 into 60 minutes. Okay, so 5 into 60 is how much? 300 minutes, right? Plus this 35 minutes, plus 35 minutes. So 335 minutes. Understood? So option number 3 is 335. So we have circled it out. The last question is for homework. 15 minutes past 4 is equal to how much? 15 minutes past 4 is equal to how much? मतलब it is telling you the time. You have to tell me what exactly it will look like. 4 hours and 15 minutes, उसे कैसे पढ़ा जाता है? 4 hours and 15 minutes, 4 hours and a quarter hour, a quarter past 4. Now options are only A, option 2 is only C, option 3 is only B, and option 4 is A, B and C all. See, again, I'll explain you all the question. You have to write down the correct alternative in the comment section below. Okay, below the video, you have the option comment section. You can comment. You can write down the question and write down the correct alternative for that. 15 minutes past 4. How do you say that? 4 hours and 15 minutes, 4 hours and a quarter hour, 4 and a quarter hour, or a quarter past 4. ठीक है, you have to tell me which one is the correct alternative. A सही है, B सही है, C सही है या चारों सही है. All right, so I hope this is quite clear to all of you all, and I'm giving you all the answer also, but make sure that you see how are you getting it. I want you all to solve it and show it to me in the comment section below. Okay, so I hope this part of the chapter is quite clear to all of you all. If you have any doubts and queries, you can ask us in the comment section below. Till then, thank you.
If you like our session, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel so that you can share and view the videos that we had today for you. And please do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you remain updated with all the latest videos that we'll be making for our dear students. This session was quite useful to you. In the next coming period, we'll learn something new and interesting. Till then, thank you.